So every child is different, and this is our famous fish roll. Just now I mentioned the 6 everything is in English. So we have to adopt English. That's the thing. But it was important by the tourism policy, but not only for your rapid industrialization or economy, but it became so important because it's actually grown the seed of the national identity. This one is our beautiful Swiss roll, the cake, the Swiss roll, the cake. Called the cake. It's a student-centric, value-driven education, and we call it as a learning nation, valuing every child to realize the potential. So, because Singapore has no choice, Singapore population very small, no? It's like only 6 million, right? So every child matters to be their personal best, for self, for family, for nation. I think that's where. So it's nurturing lifelong learners. So every child is different, and this is our famous Swiss roll. Just like I mentioned, the 6 core values. Remember the rich values? I see it. The core values, right? The rich values. So what are the rich values? Yeah, remember the rich? Do you recall? We respect each other, we take responsibility, we are resilient, integrity, care, harmony. So these are the core values that unite every Singaporean, regardless of race, language, or religion. Right? That's our core values. That's important. Right? Then beyond the core values, we say we need to build their social emotional competencies, which took a hit during